Welcome back, guys, to another Tressa's Collectibles gameplay video. My name is Mike, and joining me today, as always, is Randall Shizukatz.
How's it going, everybody?
And to chug us along the FGO Camelot block, today we bring you guys a pretty cool matchup. We're using FGO versus FGO, except these are two completely different builds, if you guys recognize it. I'm going to be using the FGO deck from the first set, consisting of the likes of Gilgamesh and Ishtar and Eresh. Basically, the first set has Babylonia trait as its focus, while the second set has Camelot. So these sets, unfortunately, don't really mix well together, but at the same time, since they are different decks of the same franchise, we're going to feature them and put them against each other.
Yeah, it's pretty neat to highlight the differences between the two at the same time. Even though they are of the same Neo-Standard set, there's a lot of different stuff going on between these two. So I'm going to be playing the deck that you guys have been seeing already, the Gate level 1 with the Bedavirs into the level 3 Lion King.
Yeah, and then on my end, I'm going to be playing a level 1 standby combo with the levels 1 Eresh. It's on attack, gets 15 if I have another Babylonia or Chaldea character, and then on reverse, mill 2, salvage X or lower, the combined levels milled. And then I'm actually going to be playing two different level 3 Climax combos here. One is the Gilgamesh, which allows me to burn 1 3 times. And send the character across the room to waiting room, but at the cost of paying 2 and also having to tap himself. And then the Ishtar is an on attack pay 2 discard 2. I get to shuffle 2 of my opponent's characters' cards from their waiting room back into their deck, and then burn 4. And the reason why we're playing a split is because sometimes if you want to try to do a small precise amount of damage, maybe the Gilgamesh is better, but other times when you want to go for the Hail Mary, maybe the Ishtar can do an entire level's worth of damage here. So we're going to do a mixture of both here.
Yeah. So, despite the new cards from the Camelot set, for the most part, not really mixing well with those cards from the old set, the thing that the two sets both have in common is the Chaldea cards. And so, we are going to be featuring actually a couple new Chaldea cards in your deck. So, go ahead and take a look at those real quick.
The two in particular, they're both double rares from the new set. One of them is the level 0 Mashu Runner, and then the other one is a Da Vinci.
Yeah, so the new level 0 runner, she has 2 abilities. First of all, she's a free runner. That can be quite useful for if your opponent wants to try to like crash lanes to deny an Ishtar combo, perhaps you can use her runner ability to get out of the way, force your opponent to direct. But at the same time, she also has a second ability on attack. If you have 5 or more hand, she gets to give any of your characters 2,000 power until the end of the turn. And that can also be very synergistic with your, sorry, did I say Ishtar? Eresh with the Eresh combo level 1, as this combo does need to reverse, you can give her that extra power that she needs. And then the Brainstorm as well, right? Gives power at start of Climax phase.
Yeah, so it's just a lot better in terms of just being able to have a bit of extra power and being able to assign power places where they're necessary to be able to guarantee some lanes and have my guys get the comfortable reverses.
Alright, so this should be a pretty fun matchup. I played a little bit of the original FGO, but I don't think I've ever tried a build with the Goldbar Gilgamesh, so let's see what Gilgamesh is capable of.
Yeah.
He's quite similar to the Megumine as well as the Ruby combo that has recently been seeing quite a bit of play from Ruby, obviously, in that it's a Climax combo that forfeits your attack in order to utilize the Climax combo effect. Alright, let's get started.
Rock, paper, scissors. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna start by discarding 2.
And on my end, I think I will discard 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, draw for turn. I'm gonna start by clocking Gawain. Draw 2. And for our opening play, we'll play the Sanzo level 0. On play, reveal the top card of my deck. If it's a Camelot or Chaldea character, it goes underneath her as a marker. And as long as she has a marker, she gets plus 2,000 power, making her 4k. So with that, we will go in for the attack for 2. 2.
Okay. 1, 2. 2 is good. Draw for turn. Alright, no need to hold on to a level 3 that early, and there's no experience in this deck, so we'll just go ahead and clock our level 3 Ishtar, draw 2. Okay, and then we're going to play the level 0 Eresh. She has 2 effects. The first is on play mill 2, and then she gets 1,000 per every Babylonia or Chaldea hit. Unfortunately, I only hit 1, so she only gets 1,000 power. And she also has on play pay 1, clock myself, salvage.
Unfortunately, that does mean that my guy is only 3k to his 4k, so I cannot reverse him. So we'll just direct here.
Poggers.
That's for 2.
1, 2. Take the 2.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, stand and draw. Let's see. I'm going to clock the level 1 Hassan. Draw 2. And let's see. For my play, I'm going to play a level 0 Hassan. She does have an on-play effect where I can discard a card, reveal the top card of my deck, and salvage, but I don't really have a waiting room, so I would basically just be picking up whatever I discard.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Hey, but you could always check the top card of your trigger.
It's gonna get triggered no matter what, so there's not really much we can do about that. But we'll chill on this. The main reason I'm playing her is because she does have an on-death pay-2 salvage ability, and so I'm already at 4 damage. I do see that I have this level 1 Bedivere in my clock, and I could potentially try to use her effect to salvage that once she gets reversed and sent to waiting room.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Forward thinking.
Alright, so we'll go ahead with a front attack here for 1.
Yes, sir.
And then a direct attack here for 2, 3.
1, 2, cancel.
Whoa.
That's a lot
How
of
are you
standbys. I'm out 4. 3 standbys. Draw for turn. Go ahead and clock the Gilgamesh to draw 2. Okay. Well, we don't have a way to kill that 4K still. Oh, actually, we could tie it. Oh, we could get over it, actually. Alright, this snowballed. Alright, so first we'll play our level 0 Ishtar. She has a startup effect with pay 1, sack herself, top check up to 4, add 1 character, as well as at the start of my opponent's attack, or start of my opponent's draw phase, reveal top. If it's a level 1 or higher card, I can bounce back to hand. So what we reference as a coin flip card. Next, we'll play the level 0 King. On play, if I have on play reveal top, and then if it's a Chaldea or Babylonia character, he gets 2k until the end of turn. So right now he's 3/5. We'll go ahead. We do still play one of the old brainstorms, so we have both ways to search and salvage here, and that also coincidentally has 500 to my front middle character, and then we'll also play a front 500 assist, putting my king up at 4/5.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay, and I think I will also just go ahead and take this opportunity to brainstorm, because I am out already 4 climaxes here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then I think that's about it.
Man,
We'll
imagine already being out 4 climaxes.
Well, a front here for 4/5, and that's I'm out 5 climaxes.
Imagine already being out 5 climaxes.
This is this is not looking so swell right now. I think we'll go ahead and pick up something that can not only contest his board next turn, but also help us recuperate resources in the long run. And I'm thinking of the level 1 Ishtar. During my turn, she's plus 3k, and then on death I can pay 2 salvage.
Alright, sounds good.
Alright, so that's for 1.
Take the 1.
And then I'll front here, and that's for 1.
And I take that one as well.
Okay.
Alright, so now I will go ahead and use... Oh wait. I didn't level up. Alright, let's see. How can we do this? I can actually use the effect to salvage herself, since by the time the ability activates, she is in the waiting room and becomes a valid target. So I think that's actually what we might go for here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
Okay.
I will pay 2, and then I will have her salvage herself.
Okay.
And then this is just dead.
Okay, and then start of your draw phase, Ishtar reveals the top card from the deck. It is a 0, so unfortunately I do not get to bounce back to hand.
Alright, so I will draw for turn, and I'm going to clock a gate, actually. And
Excess.
we will level the Hassan. Draw 2 cards. Okay. I'm going to follow up with a level 0 drop search, and I'm going to use the drop search effect, paying 1, and I will discard a Mordred and search for a Camelot or Chaldea character, so we will get the Bedivere level 1. Okay.
Here you are.
Alright. And then I will not use her second effect to shuffle back 2.
Okay.
We'll go with 2 copies of the Bedivere combo. And I will also play the Agravain Brainstorm. In addition to being a Brainstorm, he has an ability where when he himself or one of my other Knight of the Round Table characters is placed on stage from hand, I get to peek at the top card of my deck. And that can help me decide what order I want to attack in. Like if it's a Climax, maybe I want to attack the Bedivere first. Okay, and I'm also going to play my Hassan level 1. So this one has an effect where I can rest to give one of my characters on reverse top deck. I'm going to give it right here. So that is going to potentially make it easier for me to deal damage, but more importantly, deny you the on-death effect of the Kingu. And then also, the secondary effect of this Hassan is that if she's rested, all characters in both of our front rows that do not have either Fujimaru, Arash, or Hassan in their name lose 500 power.
Which would be really awkward if either one of us had like let's say if I push this Irish Stove front row, she would just die.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it can be really useful. So like an example would be like against like Hololive, they have those 500 power characters that want to go to memory, right? You just pop those right off of the board. So with that, we will go into our Climax phase, and I am going to play my Bedivere combo. And in terms of attack order, I did see a clean trigger right here, so I'm going to go in here first for 3.
1, 2, 3. Cancel.
Wow.
Amazing.
Alright, and then we'll front attack now with the Bedivere, using the Climax combo. When he attacks, I mill 2. I add up the levels of the milled cards and salvage something of that level or lower. So in this case, I milled 2 zeros. And the 0 I'm going to salvage is the Gawain and Lion King Event Bonder.
Climaxes are treated as level 0s.
Yep. So this is going to be for 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. And I do take that and level. Let's take a look at our color situation. We do ideally want to play both of these cards next turn. So I think we'll need to level red just in case. And then I'm reversed, and then
I'll use the effect that was given by the Hassan to top deck him.
So he goes here.
And then we'll go in with the second copy of Bedivere, milling a 0 and a 3. So I can salvage pretty much any character, and I think, let's see, I think we'll get another copy of Bedivere.
Okay.
And this is going to be for 2, 2.
1, 2, 2's good.
And that's going to end it for my turn.
All right. Well, we still have a standby in our deck, so all hope is not lost. We do need to try to draw some gas, though, because especially with his back row, I can't rely on, for example, the Ishtar I salvaged last turn to give me any more value because he can just top deck it. So that does really hamper my options. Clock draw 2. Okay. How many cards are in my deck? 5, 10, 12. 12 cards in deck. I have 1 Eresh in waiting room. Well, the good news is we did draw the last standby. Wow. I have 1 in hand. So I'm thinking there's 2 left here. If I use the Ishtar pay 1 top check 4, that could be pretty good, and also could give me potentially a copy of the level 1 Eresh Kagol. The alternative play would just be to use this effect to pay 2 and then tap itself to directly salvage it. However, since I am already out so many climaxes, I ideally want to go through the rest of my deck this turn so I don't take too much damage on the swing back. So given that I think there are 2 copies of my level 1 combo left in this deck, and the fact that I do need to mill, I think I will go ahead and use the Ishtar effect, and then activate her startup. Oh, there was one here. That goes to show you need to remember your triggers sometimes. So we'll go ahead and top check 4, or up to 4.
Just hit.
Okay. We have 8 cards left in the deck. We do still need to pay out 1 stock, because that is a climax. So we could just play the drop searcher. That's not too bad. Drop search.
That guarantees the Eresh combo, right?
Yes. The thing is, it doesn't allow me to go back with perfect climaxes because just based on the number of cards left in my deck, I would be short 1.
Oh, because you would go down to 7 because you took an Eresh out of the deck, 3 attacks,
Correct.
and then each one mills 2.
Correct. I also have to consider my standby positioning because I already do have 2 back row here. I think I probably just have to make one of these back row. But I think I will go ahead and just grab the Fujimaru and then get that guaranteed search off for my last copy of Climax combo. So I will go ahead and play him. I'll play, pay 1, discard. We'll go ahead and discard level 3 Merlin. Search my deck.
Okay, can I check my room?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 6 in here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so there's still a gold bar, I believe, floating around somewhere.
Yes. Because the deck runs 4 standby, 2 gold bar, and 2 of the Ishtar Climax.
I was like looking through your waiting room to see where the 2/2s were, and then there was just this one at the very bottom. I was like, there's no way there's no 2/2 in there.
Yeah, that 2/2 is really the highlight of this deck, basically.
Yeah.
And then we'll...
I believe he has a
top
on
check,
play,
right?
right?
And
Top
top
or
check, I can
bottom?
go top or bottom. And that's fine, we'll just leave it there. Or actually, will we? Well, if the last climax is a gold bar, I'm honestly not too upset if I trigger it, because I would ideally want to try to push for more damage.
The issue that I would have with triggering the gold bar is that unless you trigger it on the last attack, then you would have to give up the stock to make sure that your Eresh combo actually has targets. Right?
Right.
Because otherwise you mill 2 and then have no targets because you refresh.
This is true. So Eresh attacks, mill 2, Eresh attacks. If I trigger gold bar, I have to blind stock, and then I would mill 2 after that. So it would be Eresh attack, and then Fujimaru attacks.
No. Well, no.
Well, it depends on just if I trigger gold bar or not, right?
Basically, I would just try to minimize the chance of hitting gold bar, because a gold bar only matters on one of the first 2 attacks.
Right. Okay, so this is a clean trigger, so we'll go ahead and just
I would keep that on top.
keep that on top, and then we'll play 2 Eresh skills. This is the same card. And
This sign's so pretty.
it really is beautiful. Okay. In terms of standby, I think we'll go ahead and probably standby over the Mush. I'm also going to put my Eresh here so that my Fujimaru can contest his drop search, or my drop search against his drop search. And then we'll just standby over the Mush here. Okay. So let's go ahead and play standby. The card we're bringing out with the standby is this level 2 Gilgamesh. This is from the Fate Grand Order Camelot Trial, or not Camelot, Babylonia Trial deck. Gets 1,000 per every other character continuous, and then when I direct attack, I can choose a Camelot, or choose a Babylonia or Chaldea character in my waiting room and send it to stock. So every time he directs, I get just 1 extra stock for free. Okay, so we'll go ahead and let's perform front, and then on attack, if I have another Chaldea or Babylonia, she gets 15 for the turn. So this is at 6k, technically, because of that minus 500. That's for 1.
And I take the 1.
Okay, on reverse, mill 2, and I salvage a level 2 or lower.
Where's that gold bar?
Okay, let's see. 2 or lower, I think I'll probably go ahead and just hold on to a counter. This is a discard 2 anti-change counter. The most important part of the counter is I want to win my lanes so that I can have a direct lane so that Gilgamesh can't direct with him. And then it'll also help me protect against maybe if Randall wants to have any ideas about Lion King, maybe I can convince him otherwise. Okay. Next, we'll go ahead and front with this Eresh, and this is for Goldbar.
Decision time.
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and blind.
So it's 1 stock or 1 salvage.
1 stock or 1 salvage. And unfortunately, I don't get to choose how many I mill. It's just mandatory mill 2. We'll go ahead and...
What's hand size?
5. This is very
Awkward.
This is very awkward. I think I'm gonna go with the hand size. And then hopefully I can cash back up in stock later.
Alright,
so we'll not blind stock, and this is for 1.
Take the 1.
And then I will mill 2 and salvage a level 3 or lower. We'll go ahead and grab a Climax swapper. Maybe we can turn this gold bar that we have in our hand to something else down the line. And then last, we'll go ahead and front with the Fujimaru, and this is for 2.
1, 2, take the 2.
Okay. And I am refreshing with 6. Since that was my last attack, the standby stays out on my refresh.
Alright, so all my stuff is dead.
Okay, here you go. Refresh point. And this goes to return.
Alright, draw for turn. So let's see. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this looks like everything is going to work out quite nicely this turn. I'm going to start by clocking the Hassan, drawing 2, and I'm going to play the Lion King event bonder. So on play, I can discard a card, grab the Ritual of Holy Selection event from my waiting room, and I'll go ahead and discard the level 0 drop search to get the event back. And then I'm going to immediately follow up by playing the event. So I need a Lion King on board to play it, which I do have here. So I choose one of my Knight of the Round Table characters that doesn't have a marker. I put this underneath it face up as a marker and give that character 1,000. So I'll give it right here. And then I top check up to 3 or up to 4 for a Camelot or Chaldea character and add it to hand and send the rest to reading room. So we're going to look at 3 cards. And I will take the Agravain Brainstorm and add that to hand. And we'll go in with 2 more Bedivirs.
They're back.
They are indeed back. You remember earlier when I was like, imagine being out 5? I was out 5. But you know, opponents playing standby.
Yeah, that's one of the cool things about playing against standby is the early game, you're like, I'm chilling. I'm out a bunch, but it's not like they can really put that much pressure on me.
Yeah. Honestly, being out a bunch with standby is not really too much of a problem either. As we've seen on some of the previous videos on the channel, you just kind of play standby every turn and maintain the advantage. So we'll use the Hassan effect now. I'm going to use it on this one right here.
Sure.
And then start of the Climax phase. I will play my Climax, and we are ready to go.
Yeah, let's rock.
Yeah, so I have 8 cards in my deck, so I'll be able to mill 2, attack 3 times, end with 1. And let's start with this Bedivere. So we'll go ahead and attack mill 2, a 3 and another 3. And with that, there's no 2-1 in here.
Well, maybe hopefully you can build one of the 2-1s in your next though.
Maybe. But for now, I think I'm going to grab a Mordred.
Okay.
This is an early play heal that I can play if my opponent has a level 3 or higher character.
Yeah, since he's playing against a standby, chances are I can probably have a level 3 or level 2 pretty easily.
And this will be for 2 and a gate. And with the gate, let's grab... I think we'll grab the level 0 Lion King. This will give me another Lion King name in case I need to play more copies of the 1/0 event in the future. And it's also just a generally decent card, so that'll be for 2.
2's good.
Alright.
Who did you use that effect on?
I use it on this one. Okay, yeah. Alright, next we will attack with this Bedivere, milling 2. There's our 2-1.
There we
I'll
go.
go ahead and grab that. And this is going to be for 2, and choice. Let's see. Let's go ahead and stock a copy of the Mordred.
He already has plenty of hands, so
Yeah.
1, 2. 2 is good as well. We'll level.
So here we want to level blue because we do have blue early plays. Green we won't quite need until level 3. So let's take care of that.
Alright, and then I'll use the effect given over here to top deck.
Yep.
Alright, and then we will front here. This is for 4k against your 2k, and this is for 2.
Okay. And we will go ahead and use the level 2 counter just to open up the direct lane here. So I can direct here, or if he wants a 3-stock, then that's his prerogative. But that's for 2.
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2. Cancel 1, 2.
Okay, and I will choose to not 3-stock here.
Okay.
So, as far as my refresh goes, I'm refreshing with 6, missing those 2.
Okay. So I'll draw for turn. Alright. Can I see a widow?
Sure.
Alright, so we can assume with a fair degree of confidence that my 2/2 is going to die next turn, period. Because the Camelot deck does run this really cool Hassan card that allows him to minus level on one of my characters, and is also at the same time a level 1 bomb. That front row Hassan combined with the back row Hassan means that he can just reverse and top deck my Gilgamesh, so there's really no hope in it. So with that knowledge in mind, we kind of just have to try to make efficient plays, hand fix, and just trade his character with my characters and go from there. That one extra stock that I didn't get to generate is hurting quite a bit. We'll go ahead and clock our Merlin to draw 2. Then, okay, I think what we'll do here is we'll probably just play some dudes and have this be a kind of a chill turn in terms of kind of plays and stuff. Go ahead and play our Ishtar that we salvaged 2 turns ago. So she's at 7k, and then on that I can pay 2 salvage. So maybe he'll bottom deck or top deck this one and just let this one live. Maybe I can restock that if I really need to. I think that's good. Yeah. I do think that we need to push damage here. So we'll go ahead and play the Goldbar. That's why we clocked the green here. Hopefully we can get lucky and direct and hit a 4.
Please no.
So there is the option of having the Gilgamesh here and then being able to reverse his Betty. However, I do think that at this point it is not too important for me to reverse his characters because I think he just has all the cards that he needs until the rest of the game. While I have very little resources to work with myself, so I value that one extra stock that I'm generating here through the Gilgamesh a lot more than reversing his character here. So go ahead and play the Goldbar. And then we'll direct here. On direct attack, I can choose one of my characters from Waiting Room and send it to stock. So we'll choose something that will probably not be useful for the rest of the game. And that is going to be one of our Climax combos. We still have another one in case we need it, but chances are we're probably not going to be able to resolve multiple. And this is for 5 and standby.
I really need to not take this 5.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and play another Gilgamesh. Chances are I will be able to direct next turn too, because if he wants to bomb this, maybe then I will have empty lane.
Very true.
So this is for 5.
Oh boy.
Alright, so he's 6 back. He has a good amount of hand and stock.
I'm actually like really compressed. I'm like, not even upset that I refresh with 2 in here.
But if this 5 goes through, then
I'm going to be very sad.
Then there's going to be fireworks. 3, 4.
Oh! It's one of those games.
It is one of those games.
Alright, so let's see. I think we'll go ahead and... How many are you up?
I have 2 in Waiting Room, 2 standbys in Waiting Room, and I just triggered 1 as well.
Okay, I think we'll level the 1/1 here. And then, knowing my luck is going to be Climax. Oh, okay.
Alright, so let's go and front with my Ishtar, and that's, oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
We'll go ahead and take this opportunity to salvage counter, I think. Hopefully he will,
That's slightly annoying.
Yeah, not early play Lion King and try to push for damage by the fact that I am out 5 Climaxes now, so that's for 2.
How many are you, or how many cards in hand now?
6 cards in hand.
6 hand. Okay,
Yeah,
for
6
2?
hand. That's for 2.
I'm just dying.
You are just taking damage.
It's fine. That means I'm
Okay, I think I should not get greedy here, and I would be really happy if he just takes the 1, which means he goes to level 3. I don't want to get greedy and try to swing for 2 and stick at 2. So we'll side here, and that's for 2 anyways. Okay.
Cancel.
Okay, there we go. There's that cancel.
Alright. Stand and draw. Ooh, boy. What am I doing this turn? There's a lot of potential here.
Yeah, you do have the ability to just cause absolute havoc on my board.
You know?
I know.
You know, siding does reduce my damage, but it means you can't get directs. So I think playing a bunch of 3s into a bunch of side attacks might be the go. Because then your 2/2 Gilgamesh are just some like big dudes, and then it's
This
like...
is true. This is true.
Alright.
At the same time, though, you know, if I have characters that live, that's a +1 for me. So I guess you take some, you give some, you take some.
Yeah. I think that's fine given you're out a bunch, and if I do hit you for a lot this turn,
Then I'll have to play over my characters anyways.
right, because you're going to want to play stuff that's more useful for the new game state. So with that in mind, I'm going to not clock, and we're going to start by playing the 2/1 Lion King, and then Aggravate's effect will activate since I played a knight, and I get to top check. Okay. Interesting. Let's see, so if I do this, then I go down to 4 stock. Is 4 stock chillin'? 4 stock's pretty chillin'. I think I'm going to use this to brainstorm.
Okay.
And then that hits 1. Hit 1. And then off of that, I will go ahead and salvage a 3/5 counter.
Okay.
Alright, and then next we will play our other Agravain, and we'll top check.
Could even do it twice.
Okay.
Still the same card.
1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and now we'll use the Lion King's effect. So we rest herself and specifically this Agravain and we pay 2. And then this lets us play the Lion King, play it right here, from our hand.
Okay.
Let's see, so we still need...
I wonder if his last play is going to be playing an early play healer, because he did mention playing a bunch of 3s, healing.
Well, no, I actually forgot that this wasn't the 3, so I can't play the Mordred.
Oh, I thought you also had the other healer.
Yeah, I do not.
Okay.
Oh, maybe we can get it.
Okay.
So I will.
Nido Curse is the other healer this deck plays, right?
So I'll play the ritual. Yeah. We do play one copy in this build. So I'll play the ritual right here, and then we want to get that gate out of here. And it's kind of just a bunch of whatever, but I'm gonna go ahead and take the drop search.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and move some stuff around. Let's see, so this is gonna be 5k, 6k tier. Kind of want to go through more of the deck. I'm gonna use Hassan's effect here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play over her with the level 0 Lion King. I'm going to use Agravain's effect on play when I play this to look at the top card of my deck. And then I'm going to use her effect to look at it and marker it.
Okay.
Alright, unfortunately we are blind attacking here with our Lion King, but we'll just see if we can get in there anyways. So, Climax phase, I'm going to play my 1k1, and then the Climax combo is going to activate, letting me heal 1.
Okay. Alright, so here's where I'm going to take the big damage, maybe.
Yep.
So I'm already on 5.
Alright, let's do it. So I'm going to side.
Okay.
And then on attack, I reveal the top card of my deck, and if it is a Chaldea or Camelot character, I burn X, where X is equal to the level of that card. So let's go, baby! Burn 3!
Burn 3. And that's also a trigger.
We found the Nido Curse that I play. So this is going to be for 2.
Oh my, I'm dying. Okay, level. I do need green for my last color, so we'll go ahead and level our level 0 Ishtar. And hey, that plan worked out pretty well. Okay.
Alright. How much do I actually care about fronting for damage here? I could side and then not let you direct. I think I'm okay with siding.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead with another side. This is going to be for 1, 1.
1's good.
And then finally we'll side here as well for 1, 2. Or sorry, for 2, 3. 3. Yeah, it's level 0. For 3.
1, 2, cancel.
Okay.
Okay.
No pressure.
We got ourselves a game.
Okay.
Alright. Draw for turn. Alright, so since you do have a Lion King global as well, that also makes the level 3 Lion King slightly bigger.
Yeah, so she's 10k on her own, 11k if I have 2 or more other characters, and then 2k front, and then 500 global here.
13.5.
And then you know I have a pretty fat counter.
Yeah, that good old 3/5 counter.
Yeah, sometimes you want utility from level 2 counters, but sometimes you just want a big counter.
Yeah, because hey, you're trying to protect your most valuable asset here, you know? So when all that matters is power, Postmates. Okay, so 4 out, and I do have 2 in here. So the objective of our turn here is to try to put ourselves in a position to survive next turn, because I don't think I can kill that Lion King unless I specifically try to go for my level 1 Da Vinci here,
and also not trigger. It is possible for him to take it though, because as far as I understand, there's probably still 1 or 2 climaxes left in his deck. Which does make the chance of him canceling exist, so I can bottom deck that Lion King. However, to get this card, I do need to pay 2 to salvage it, and then pay 1 extra 1 to grab it. But I also have to worry about the fact that I do still have a good amount of deck and only 2 climaxes left, and I also need to heal. So there's all these things I need to do, but I only have a limited amount of resources to do them, so I need to prioritize what I need to do and what I have to forego doing.
how many Lion Kings are in your waiting room, the level 3?
There are 0.
0. Okay, so off the top of our head, we can see that he has 1 here, he has 1 clock, he probably has another 1 in hand, or 2. It is really difficult to swallow the pill of not contesting the Lion King, but it might have to be something that we have to consider. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. I do think there is a world where maybe we can mill down to a relatively decent deck state and still contest the Lion King. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play over my level 1 Ishtar with the level 0 King. The King has the on-play effect of reveal top, and he gets 2k if it's Chaldea or Babylonia. And then I will also go ahead and activate the level 1 Ishtar on death effect, where I pay 2 and I can salvage a character. So I will go ahead and go for my level 1 Da Vinci bottom deck bomb.
What is her other effect?
She has no other effect.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then I'm going to play over the King here with the Da Vinci. And then I'm activating King's on death effect, where I can discard a card. And if I do, I can look at up to the top 4 cards of my deck and add a level 1 or higher card. Okay, so at least we do have the target. So right now we do still have 2 climaxes in this 9 card deck. I don't think I like those odds, so I'm going to proceed a bit further, see how that goes. Since we reviewed the climax, now this is 1 and 8, so I'm just going to go through the rest. And we'll go ahead and probably pick up this Ishtar here.
That's not a legal target.
Oh wait, that is not a legal target, that's a level 0. Okay, so we'll go ahead and pick up the Gilgamesh.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I even said myself, hey, I can only grab level 1s or higher, and then I'm just trying to pick them not level 1 or higher. Okay, so we have 7 in deck now with 1 climax. Which, if it's the worst case scenario and I trigger that climax, then I have 4 free damage, and I think that is not a right gamble to take. So we're going to try to find some way to get through some more cards in our deck.
Can I check mine?
Yeah.
Alright, let's take a look at what climaxes are still not here. So there's 1 of each, 2 standby, 3 standby, 4 standby, 2 Goldbar, 1 gate. So there's 1 gate still.
Okay. Alright. I think we'll play over the Fujimaru with the level 0 Mosh. The level 0 Mosh has on-play mill 2. And then if there was a climax node, I can choose one of his characters in front row and they get minus 1000. That was clean. And then she's also a climax swapper. We don't have a climax, so we're not going to swap anything. And then we're going to round out our turn by healing, since we do want to have a maximized chance of living. So we'll play the Gilgamesh, level 3. His on-play effect is I can discard a card. And if I do, I can put the top card of my clock into stock.
Yo, could you imagine if you hit that, you pop this, and then you direct here, and you get a stock?
Dude! That would have been sick. Alright, so there's nothing else I think I can really do here. So basically there's going to be two scenarios. There's one where I don't trigger and then I get a cancel on the last two cards, and then one where I do trigger and I have 2 free damage, but I think that was probably the best way we could have resolved that while still contesting the Lion King and healing. So we'll put our level 3 Gilgamesh in the back since he is our Climax combo as well, and ideally we want to maybe give ourselves a chance to Climax combo next turn. And then we'll go ahead and proceed into battle just like this. We'll go ahead and front with the Da Vinci first because we need to reverse this. We need this Da Vinci reverse while he's still at level 2. So we'll front, and that's for 2.
I've never been so down to take 2 in my life. No!
Alright, so since he did cancel, Da Vinci is reversed, and Lion King is higher than Randall's current level. I do get to bottom deck that.
I'm upset.
Okay, and now I think we're home free. Home stretch. We're gonna front here, and that's for 3.
Alright, well at least I get to keep my compression. Oh wait, there's still one more, my bad.
Ah,
Alright, cancel.
okay. Okay, and then...
Still another one. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, because once you have 6...
Oh yeah, you're right, yeah.
That's why I said I think that there's like 2 more. Alright, front. And that's for 2. Alright, well we didn't trigger that Climax, so that's good news for us. We got rid of our Lion King, we got rid of his Lion King, we got to heal, and then we still got lucky and ended up with one last cancel in our deck, so I think that turn turned out pretty well.
This one's for 3?
This one is for 2. I did not trigger.
2? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, there's 1 gate left. How many cards in hand?
3.
Okay. Okay, for 2, take the 2. We'll go ahead and level our green. This is pretty much just for the Needle Crisp, but I mean, like, better to have it than not.
Yeah.
Alright, these are dead.
Refresh.
Oh yeah, refresh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And then here we go.
Alright, draw. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm gonna start by clocking Hassan and drawing 2. Alright, those cards are not helpful. Those are not helpful. Let's start with a Brainstorm. Okay, we hit 1.
Oh no! Whoa! That's
let's just grab a couple.
Grab a couple of those.
Let's grab this so we can modulate the top card.
All right, so yeah, it seems like Randall's going for lethal here.
Yeah, I think that's pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty accurate. Okay. So let's start by playing one of our Lion Kings, and then we get to peek at the top card.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down to keep that there.
Oh god.
And then we'll play the second one.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can round out our board with... which one of these is best to round out the board with? Yeah, I actually think the level 0 Lion King is just the best.
Okay.
I will choose not to use the marker effect.
Okay.
Go ahead and swap these. And then, yeah, why not? Let's do it. 1k1.
Oh boy.
Alright. Let's see if we can snipe that Climax on this 50-50.
Oh, that's burn for 1.
Front attack, burn for 1.
Okay, front and burn for 1.
Sniperino!
Oh! Oh, that 50-50 feels so good. Alright, refreshing 7. Alright. I think I like my chances of living here.
Now you're dead.
Here you are.
Alright. Let's see what we got next.
Okay, so refresh point, and then I am reversed.
Alright. And since this is a level 2 and we want to leave the side option, we will go ahead with the direct attack here for 3.
1, 2, 3. That's so spooky.
Oh,
that's spooky.
I am definitely going to front here. Because if this is a 0,
then
I need the damage.
Yeah, you just don't have lethal at all.
Yeah. Alright.
0.
Best case scenario
Or
is this is
0
a 2 or 3.
Or 1.
You want 0 or 1. I want 2 or 3.
I want 0, 1, 3, then 2.
Alright, ready?
Yeah.
So I'm going to front.
I'm ready.
Oof.
Oh.
I'm gonna grab another Lion King.
Okay, we just gotta live this and we're home going. He's out like 10 climaxes. We just need to live. 1, 2.
Ayah!
Ayah! GG.
Yeah, that was definitely a heated back and forth game.
Oh, that was fun. That was a good amount of fun.
Yeah. I do think that with this particular deck, just because of how valuable the Lion King is for your mid to late game, if your opponent does present like anti-change counter in hand, I feel like you just really have to respect it and just try to go for something else. Like if you can go for like the side attack plan like I did on that turn and it works out, then it's like that's good. But if you don't have any like guaranteed value, like if you can't guarantee like a top check, I feel like you really just have to kind of hold off.
Yeah, I do think sometimes the correct play, even if you do have all the pieces in place, is actually to not early play. If you know that your opponent just will answer it immediately.
Yeah.
But maybe, you see the top card of your deck is a level 3, and that burn is just so sweet. Maybe we go for it anyways, but
yeah,
there is still a good amount of value in just playing the Lion Kings at level 3 as well. So, and then if you don't spend all those resources playing the 2-1 and 3-2 at level 2, maybe you can use that to compress or fix your deck state and just try to cancel a bit more. And then just hold on to your Lion Kings and maybe the Betty level 3 until level 3, and then just kill them at level 3.
Yeah, I definitely think that just knowing which decks that you are like allowed to go in with this against is pretty important, because if you just like go willy-nilly into some deck that like normally plays anti-change bombs and can have it readily available, then by playing this early at level 2, you might just be kind of like throwing away a lot of your endgame momentum.
Right, especially because like I think another thing that's also really important is understanding how likely your opponent is to cancel. Because getting multiple attacks off for Lion King is cool and all, but let's say that like they're really compressed anyways, and they cancel the 3 and they cancel the swing, and you didn't really do any significant amount of damage, and then they just start answering your Lion Kings and just spend a bunch of resources, essentially not doing that much.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I was so ready for the defense.
Yeah.
I was gonna defend these Lion Kings with my life.
Yeah, no, there was no way I was getting over that 17k mark. I don't even think this deck can reach 17k unless I have like exactly the perfect board of like everything. You need the Mash Runner, you need the level 3 Merlin support.
What is nice though is that you do have the ability, if you like get the Climax combo, you can just force your opponent to send that character to waiting room without having to interact with them.
Yeah, because Gilgamesh doesn't even battle with it for sure. But man, I really like how you played that game in terms of not letting me get back into the game in terms of my stock advantage with the level 2 Gilgameshes. And you were still able to create scenarios where I took a good amount of damage even though I did have a full board already, and you sided all 3 lanes. So that was really good.
Yeah. I mean, I can't take all the credit. Shoutouts to, where's Needle Chris? Shoutouts to the 3-2 Needle Chris for that, for the casual 5 damage.
And then we didn't get to showcase it this particular game, but I did mention it, that the fact that he had the level 1 Hassan that he later on clocked because he no longer needed it. This card just destroys the level 2 Gilgamesh alongside any other potential level 2s. But then if you pair this with the other back row Hassan, right? You can permanently remove hand encores and really sticky stuff that otherwise would kind of just stay on the board even if you reverse it normally. Yeah. Which can be really good against, if, let's say, for example, you're playing against Mushoku Tensei and they have the 2-2 Eresh hand encore, or even the 2-2 Gilgamesh. This deals with 2-2 Gilgamesh by himself, or by herself. Him? This one's him, this one's her. Yeah. He deals with the 2-2 Gilgamesh by himself, and then with the support of her, they both together deal with 2/2 hand encores.
Yeah, so
which is really cool.
Other prominent meta standby decks like Kaguya-sama with the 2/2 Ishigami.
2/2 Ishigami also gets hard removed by the combination of these two cards. And then maybe like if you can put enough power into your level 1 Climax combo or even your level 3 Lion King, like this, having permanent removal is just so powerful, and especially the fact that she allows the top deck to be able to just try to guarantee more damage. Like this card feels so powerful.
Yeah.
I think that's about it though. I think that was a really cool showcase of the two different FGOs. Even though they are both Neo standard and you can technically mix the cards together, they have been designed to function separately. So we kind of wanted to feature these two different builds here. If you are a fan of the the Rin faces and good old Gilgamesh, then this deck is still pretty cool. I think it still has a lot of play. And it might not be the most competitive if you're talking about high level competition, but I think this deck works just fine still.
It was just the Rin face deck versus the Saber face deck.
Yeah, the Rin face deck versus the Evil Saber, I think, or maybe not Evil. I'm not sure.
But yeah, that's pretty much a pretty good showcase, I think, of how these two decks want to play. Like, you definitely showed that you kind of have a bit more priority towards countering, even though it was for like a level 0.
Yeah.
Being able to get potential value back off of your 2/2 can really help a lot.
Alright, so that does it for our Camelot versus Babylonia gameplay video. We do have more on the way for you guys, so stick around and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.